Hi guys. In this video, I will do a few exercises to train ourselves how to use so far the commands we covered in the previous videos to draw these drawings. I will start with the first one. Looks like I'm gonna start from here. I will draw a horizontal line. What is the length? No, I will do it 2 meters. And the vertical line, how much? You can calculate the length 0.4, 0.8, the total is 1.8, so this one will be 0.6, so the height will be 1.4. So let's start. I will call the command line. I will click here anywhere. I will make the ortho mode is on, and I will move horizontally how much? 2, and vertically how much? 1.4. You will say, hey, we don't have these. This part and this part does not exist. This is the reason why we have chamfer. This distance is 0.6 and this distance is 0.7. So I'm gonna do chamfer between this line and the vertical line. The first distance 0.7, the second distance 0.6. Let's do it. So CHA, I will select distance. The AutoCAD will ask me what is the first distance, 0.7. What is the second distance, 0.6. I will click this line first and this line second. I did the required shape. That makes sense? I will go vertically, 0.8 we did, and horizontally here, how much? This one is 1.4, this one is 2, so this one will be 0.6. And vertically, how much? 0.4, and then 1.4. So I will move line, enter. I will start from here in the point. I will move horizontally, how much we said? 0.6. And vertically, how much? Don't click. Don't click. I will move forward in the direction I'm looking for. Write the distance, enter. I am done. 1.4, enter. I am done. And then I will go down. That makes sense? So I draw the outside parameter of this shape. We have circles. The first circle has a diameter 0.6. This phi means diameter. Phi 0.6. We have different ways to draw this circle at this specific position. I will move it down the center, down 0.8 and to right 0.4. I can do it different ways. I will assume, hey, draw circle center and the diameter. I'm gonna assume my center is here and my diameter how much? 0.6. 0.6 enter. I will call command move. I will select this circle. Enter. I will specify base point at the center, and I will not pick up the second point. I will move in this direction and write the horizontal distance I need, 0.4. So 0.4, enter. I moved the circle to right, 0.4. I'm gonna move it down, 0.8. So M, enter. I will select the circle, enter. I will select the base point will be the center. The second point, I will not click, just 0.8, enter. That means I moved this circle, the first command I did for move to right 0.4. Then I did the command one more time to down 0.8. We can do the same for this little circle. We have another circle with a diameter 0.45. And the distance between this center and this center, 0.77. Let me do it in a very smart way. Draw circle, center, and the diameter. Your circle will be the same circle of this circle, the same center, I'm sorry. The same center of this circle. And the diameter 0.45. I'm gonna move it, enter this circle. I will pick it from this center, and I will move it 0.77, enter. I am done. I am done. Remember, I can make zoom in, zoom out. using the wheel of the scroll. I can move it, the whole drawing, if you push the wheel down and move your mouse. This is the first exercise. This one. Later, we will discuss how to add these dimensions. Let's try this one. I will draw this line with the length 3.17. Let's try. L, enter. I will start from here anywhere, and then the length 3.17. And keep in your mind, your ortho mode is on to make sure your line is horizontal. I will make a copy for this line at this location. What is the distance between the two copies? Do you know? It's there. How much? How much? This radius for the outer circle or half circle is 0.825. That means this distance will be double, which is the diameter. It will be 0.8 plus 0.8, 1.6, 1.65. So I will do a copy, CO, enter, select this object, enter. I will hold it from here, for example, and move your mouse in this direction. Make sure your ortho mode is on to make sure the object will be moved up exactly perpendicular in the vertical direction. I will put 1.65, enter. There you go. Then I will draw this arc by start, center, and end. However, I don't know where is the center right now. Where is the center? I can draw a line, vertical line, like this. So the center will be at the midpoint. So this line just to help me. So we can draw arc, start, center, end. Here is the start. Here is the center. Here is the end. After you are done, you can delete it. That's fine. But I will not do it right now because I have a circle at the center of this arc with a diameter equal 0.76. So circle, draw, circle, center, diameter. Here is the center. Diameter how much? 0.76. Enter. Here you go. Now I can delete this line. You can do it one more time. We can draw a line here. Draw arc, start, center, end. Here is the start. Here is the center. Here is the end. I can keep this line until I draw the other. Or if you would like to draw the circles, that's fine. Or you can make a copy. For this circle, enter. I will hold it from the base, from the center, from the center, and to the midpoint of this line. So I did copy. I did copy for this circle to be another circle here. You can draw it one more time, or you can make a copy from the existing one. I am done with this one. Let's try this shape. So looks like I will draw horizontal line with a total length equal 2.5. And the vertical line with a total distance equal 1.5. That makes sense? So 1.5, 2.5, 1.5. Let's try. Line, L, enter. Make sure your ortho mode is on. 1.5, 2.5, 1.5. Then I will use chamfer. Why? To adjust this corner and this corner with a distance 0.5 from this side and 0.5 from the other side. So I will call chamfer. You can call it from here, chamfer. Before selecting your object, we need to adjust the distance. Select the distance or write D, 0.5, enter, 0.5, enter. If you selected this one and selected this one, you are done. One more time. Once you finish the two objects, chamfer is over. So we need to call it one more time. CHA, enter. The previous distances were 0.5 and 0.5. If you agree, don't redefine the distances one more time. Just to go ahead and select the two lines. Looks good. Then I will go horizontally 0.5, vertically 0.5, and the same here, and connect between the 2 points with 3.5. So I will call L enter. 0.5, up 0.5, this way 3.5, down 0.5, this way 0.5. Then skip. Then I would like to locate this square. I think this one is a square 1 by 1. 1 times 1. So how can we locate this rectangle? We need some help. So we can draw here a line 0.75 and then delete it. So line 0.75, then 1, 1, 1, and 1. Then I will delete this line. We have different options, but later we will cover more commons to help us to draw what you want faster and easier. I have another exercise here. This one. So let's try to draw this shape. If I started here, I can delete these drawings to start a new one. If you start here with a distance 30, I will go up with a distance 30. 30, it's a 20. No, I will add this radius like this, and I will draw this shape. Because I'm gonna use fillet to adjust these curves. So 30 by 30 by 20, with this one would be 20. And then go back 30, 60, 30, 20, go back 30, 40, 44. So 30, 30, 20. L enter. 30, 30, 20, 30, and then 60, 30, 20, 30, and then 40, and then line L up 44. Looks good? Looks good. And this one, the height will be not 70, but I will label it to 90. So I will add 70 plus this radius, it will be 90. So I have L enter. We have here 90. L enter. I will pick up this point. 90. Then I will go horizontally. How much? It will be 70. And go down 45. 70. 45. Then 30. 45. 35. Then I will connect between the 2 points. Looks good? I tried to draw the perimeter, the outside perimeter. Let's start with this one. To adjust this corner, I'm gonna use fillet with radius 20. So fillet coming from this little icon, or draw I'm sorry, for modify fillet. Before starting to select your points, we have to define the radius. Your radius equal, in this case, 20. If you select this object and this object, you can do fillet. For this one, we have a radius equal 20. I'm sorry, this radius equal 10. So I will call fillet one more time. And your radius is already adjusted. No, we need to readjust it because the previous one is 20, but this one is 10. So I will select radius and enter 10 between this object and this object. One more time. If enter between this, your radius is 10. I agree with this. I don't need to redefine it. If you push enter, you are outside of a command right now. If you push enter, you have the same command, the previous command. So just go ahead and select the two objects, enter this one and this one. We are done. What else? This one, we have a radius here 15. So I will call if enter. I will define radius 15. If you have different radius, you have to define it between this line and this line and this line and this line. That makes sense? What else? Do we have more? No, we are up. So another one will say, I will draw this one with arc. That's fine, but fillet will be easier. What about this shape? What about this shape? I will start drawing this line with a total length equal 200. Down 50, 50, down 50, and 50. Let's see. So I will draw a line with a total length equal how much? 200. Down 50, back 50. Down 50, back 50. Okay, so how can we draw this shape? This one is 30. The height is 30. How can I go back this length? We don't have the length of this line, so we can assume it. Yes, we can assume it like 10. So this distance is 10 and this one is 10. So I will move up 30. No. We have here 30. This distance 30. So the length of this line will be 100. This length here is 100. So 100 plus 30 plus 30. So the total length, we have 30 here. We have 100, so the total will be 160. The length of this line is 160. 160 from 200, that means we have here 20, and we have here 20. Just do math calculation to figure out the dimensions of your draw, to draw it exactly. So from this point, I will go up 30, go back 30. Line, enter. From here, I will go up 30, back 30. Then I will remove the ortho mode. I will connect between these two and delete these two lines. L enter. I will go up. Hey, ortho mode should be on 30. Go back 30, and then connect these 2 points. Then I can delete the 2 lines. Finally, I can connect between this end point to this end point. That makes sense? We need to draw this circle and this circle. The outer circle has a radius equal 60 with a center above this line with 70. So I will draw circle with center and radius. Your center will be at the midpoint. And your radius will be how much? 60. Then I'm gonna move this circle. Enter. I will select the base point is the center of this circle. I will move up. Make sure your ortho mode is on 70. That means I moved this circle up 70. The second circle with a radius 30 had the same center of the outer circle. So it's very easy. Just to draw circle, center, and radius. Here is the center. Your radius will be 30. Enter. I am done. That makes sense? Then I will draw a line from this end point and a tangent to the outer circle. Let's try L enter between this point. Make sure the ortho mode is not on, is off. Where is the tangent? Doesn't work. Shift right click or snap setting. I think we have this option, tangent. If you select this option, tangent, you will have this symbol tangent. That means if you click here, this line is tangent to the outer circle. One more time, L enter. I will connect between this end point and wait until this symbol is showing up. So I will click. That means this line is tangent. If the symbol does not work, shift right click at the same time, snap setting, and select tangent. If this one is not highlighted, the tangent symbol will not show up. That makes sense? We have more exercise. These drawings. Let's start with this one. I will draw this line and this one and this one and this one. And then I will do copy. Don't draw everything in your drawing. This is the reason why we are learning copy. So the small rectangle has a length equal 12 by 2. So I will draw LL enter. Ortho mode is on 12, 2, 12, 2. That's fine. You will say, hey, why this one is small and this one is big? Because we have difference in units. This one in 40, 60, probably 40 millimeter, 60 millimeter, but this one is 12 and 2, so that makes sense. Okay, so I will zoom in here to make it. I did not make it bigger, but I zoomed in. Next, I need to draw the inner rectangle. The total length of the inner rectangle is 11. And I need to leave clearance between the inner rectangle and the outer 0.5. So I will draw lines 0.5 up 0.5. This is the first point of the rectangle. If you would like to draw a rectangle with a length equal 11 by 1. So I can draw rectangle. This is the first corner. The second corner will be at 11,1. There you go. Then I can delete this little line and this little line. These lines only helped me 0.5 and 0.5 to make sure I got a clearance 0.5 between the two rectangles, the inner one and the outer one. Then I will adjust the corners by fillet. Your radius is 0.5. So fillet, R enter, 0.5 enter, between this edge and this edge. Between this edge and this edge. You have to call the command one more time, F enter, this edge and this edge. Or enter, we'll repeat the last command. Once you are done, I am done with one cell. You can make copy. 1, 2, and 3. Be smart. I will do copy for all of them. So I will select the whole object. Enter. Where is the base point? Here is the smart point. I will select this is the base point. Where is the second point? I will select this point to be the second. I will select this point to be the second. I will select this point to be the second. That means I did many copies. That makes sense? I will repeat it one more time. In this case, I make copy. So I will call CO enter, select the whole object, and I will select this object from a specific point, this point, not this point. If you select from here, where I can put it, I need to adjust it. No way. So CO enter, I will select this object, enter, base point is here, and this base point will be coincide with this one and this one. And then finally with this one, click, you are done. This is for this object. For this one is very easy. You need only to move horizontal, vertical, horizontal, down, horizontal, vertical, left, up, right, up, left, down, left, up, left, down, right, down, left, down, and then you put your circles. That makes sense? So this drawing is very easy. You can try it on your own. The last one here is more complicated a little bit. You need to pay more attention when you start to draw it. So I will clean up my screen to be ready for the last exercise. So I will start from this point. It's very important to determine where to start your drawing. So I will draw horizontally. How much? 70. So how can I do this curve? You have many options. You have many options. But keep in your mind, this length equal 100. And the remaining line is 70. So I will do it. L enter, 70, 100, 70. Why you did not draw it as one line with a total length equal to 140, for example? You will see. Then this curve can be from a start, center, which is the midpoint of the 100 and end. But this is wrong, because the center of this curve is not the midpoint of this line. The center is here. The center is here. So we cannot do this. So how can I draw this curve? We have a different technique. This height from the midpoint of 100 to this point is 20. So if you draw a line 20, we have option here, draw arc using 3 points. If you selected the first point, which is the end point of the 100, and this is the second point, and this is the third point, you are done with your curve, then I can delete these two lines. That makes sense? So we have different techniques. I cannot push you to use one of them. It's up to you. I'm trying to think. The faster you have, the more skills you have, the faster you can do. So I draw this line 70 and another line 100 and another line 70. From the midpoint of the 100 line, I draw down 20. Then I draw arc with 3 points. This point and this point and this point. Finally, I deleted this line and this line. We can repeat this with this curve, and this curve. Let's try. So I will go up here 50, 60, 50, and I will go in this way 20. So 50, 60, 50. 50, 60, 50. From the midpoint of the line 60, I will go horizontally 20. Then I will draw arc with 3 points. We have this option. You need to select the 3 points. Toucan will draw arc part of a circle between these 3 points. Then I can delete these lines. That makes sense? We can repeat it here, 70, 100, 70, and 20. Draw arc 3 point. So this is the reason why I draw the horizontal line with 3 parts. If you do it one part, you cannot delete this part. Actually, later we can do, but so far we cannot. 50, 60, 50. Line at the midpoint here, 20. And draw arc 3 point. Here you go. We are done. We can draw this circle with radius 60, but we need to locate the center point. Center point is very easy. If you draw a horizontal line between this quadrant to this quadrant, so the midpoint of this line will be the center. So I will draw circle with radius, the center and the radius. Here is the center. Your radius is 60, and then I will delete this line. Very easy. It's rectangle. It's rectangle with the total height. The total width is 30. What is the total height? 130. And we need to leave 15 from this side. 15 from this side. So the rectangle is 30 by 130. We can start it here. How can we move it? Okay, it's very easy. Here is a rectangle. I will start it here. 30, 130. That's right. 30 by 130. Yes. I will adjust the corner with fillet with radius 10. So if enter, your radius is 10. These corners. One more time. One more time. One more time. Okay. I will draw a line like this. I will move this rectangle and I will hold it here to be on this line. So I make sure the rectangle at the center height of this shape. We can remove this part. No need. I need to adjust the distance between this edge and this edge to be 15. How can I do this? Very easy. Yeah, very easy. We can draw a line here, 15, and then move the whole object. Actually, we have different options, but so far, I'm trying to solve the problem as the command I learned. Then I can delete this line. So I make sure the distance is 15 right now. We can make a copy on the other side. How can I do this? We can make a copy on the other side, but we need to make sure it will be located at the required position. So copy for this rectangle. We can put it here at any location. Then I will draw a line here with distance 15. And then I will do move. And I will catch the base point will be this point. And then the second point will be this one. So I moved it. So the distance between this edge and this edge equal the distance or the length of this line segment. So I can delete it.